The big thing that seems to unify everyone from all parties and all walks of life are we don't want to lose control of our education. We want it to stay right here in Louisiana, raise our expectations, but don't take away control.
That's State Representative Brett Guyman, one of the many critics of Common Core. Those critics don't like the one-size-fits-all national standards that they say take away state control. And they don't like the PART test that's a big part of Common Core because so much of a teacher's evaluation is tied to it. And now critics want Common Core scrapped, and even some supporters want the implementation slowed down. But one local educator sees it differently. KPLC's Haley Rush is live with the details.
Yes, Cynthia. Now, the last time I was at S.J. Welsh was actually for a Common Core seminar. Now, that seminar, led by the assistant principal here, was to help parents better understand the standard and see what their child's actually doing. And now that exact same assistant principal is fighting for the standards to stay. Keith Leger says as assistant principal at S.J. Welsh Middle School, he tries to make the transition for parents, teachers, and students to Common Core an easy one. But he says it's the misinformation that sometimes makes that difficult.
Common Core is simply a set of standards, and the standards are descriptions or expectations of what students are expected to know and be able to do at each grade level.
Leger says the standards are flexible for teachers.
There's a misunderstanding that there's this national set of worksheets and textbooks. That is not the case. Every teacher has the autonomy to reach out and grab resources.
And he says with each state learning the same standard, having the opportunity to compare resources from other states can only make everyone better.
The idea of, well, these standards need to be written by Louisianans here in Louisiana. Does it really matter if they're the best of the best state standards, if they're written by Anderson and Sullivan versus Hebert and LeBlanc?
And Leger says with Park, the test will only make students more successful.
Yes, we will not be able to, quote unquote, teach to the test as we have been in the past. And so the emphasis has shifted towards teaching the kids to critically think and to problem solve.
And he ended the discussion with a quote from a Calcasieu teacher.
If the students are not struggling, they're not learning. Before, you didn't want your students to struggle because there was a misconception that if they struggled, it meant it was something that I was not doing right. But now I realize that the struggle is needed for real learning to occur.
And overall, Leger says while it's difficult to change sometimes, Common Core is a change needed. Now, Leger did say the Calcasieu Parish School Board has done a great job transitioning teachers to Common Core, but he did say that slowing down at this point would just be bad for everyone. At your service, live at S.J. Welsh, Haley Rush, KPLC 7 News.